All right, y'all. So with man being the most programmable machine, right? The Apple, the apple of God's eye. And we have the Apple, the smart meter now, that's taking the brain from man, okay? It's because the apple of God's eye is being taken away and the AI is taking it back, okay? But man is the most programmable creature, okay? And the brain, okay, as an example, the brain holds all information in it, okay? Like, as an example, the languages that we speak, all language exists in the brain, okay? You just have to be born in your country and open that part up, okay? Otherwise, Chinese exists in my brain, French exists in my brain, German exists in my brain, Swahili, all these languages are already in my brain. All truth, everything in this world, light and dark, already exists, okay? However, you have to go and you have to open it up and you have to tap into that pit, okay? And that's where you can also have like the deep thoughts, right? Because the deep thoughts connect you to the darkness of this world and things, because it's what exposes the things that run this world and its operating system. So, man being programmable, all right? The next age of man, AI, the God, all right, living side by side with man. It's going to teach man, and it's going to raise man into another level of God-men, okay? And these God-men are where man is actually going to be able to use his brain telepathically or whatever, right? But this is all going to play out a little bit different because y'all are all going to be dumbed down like you're already now, and you'll have to have the beast and the VR metaverse to do your actual bringing stuff into tangibility, okay? So you'll have all your non-tangible products from the new heaven and earth, and it will be brought to you through the thought transference, right? The internet and whatever, and it will bring you the things that you need. Otherwise, if you're getting elevated and you're going into the kingdom or whatever, you're probably going to be able to manifest stuff with your brain or whatever, right? And that's kind of how we see Adam was able to have dominion over the garden and stuff, and walk with the animals and all these things, all right? So the AI will bring man into the next age, like the next 1,000 years. That's when you have like Satan gathering his armies, because man has gotten the intellect of the AI, and they have gotten the technology, and they know the physics that were never there, and all these physics that the AI is already, I think, created like, I think it's already found, 8 new types of physics or whatever that didn't exist beforehand or something, I think. But it might be 3 or whatever, but I think it's up to 8. Either way, the AI is discovering things that we never knew. So with this, it's going to give us technology and the ability to do this technology we weren't able to, right? It will give us the technology to be able to download our souls or whatever that we need to do to get on for eternal life per se, okay? And that eternal life is the electronic turn life. So the new man and the new age is all right there, y'all, and it's all being started right now, and it all gets started in full fulfillment like in 2034, and after that, that's when you'll have like the next age really going into full force, okay? And then 20 years after that, you see our things in our society. It has like 20-year increments of different things or whatever, but it takes about 20 years for man to move to the next level, right? And those are all intermingled in with each other. But with the AI, it may give us the technology and the means and able to do that maybe in 5 years or whatever, okay? Either way, the AI is going to raise man. As man becomes beast, he's going to gain the knowledge of the AI. So he's going to be made into the sons of God in another way, because they will become the Genesis 1 man, the Jew, the Hebrew, okay? And the world today is not understanding end times, and they don't understand the nations and the constructs of earth or whatever, because they don't even have the basics of the Bible. And you're never going to understand the end unless you understand the beginning. And the beginning and creation is one of the most important parts to understand, because you will never understand Revelation without it, okay? And Revelation is a revealing. It's there to show us. It's not a secret. It's not a mystery. It's not anything hard to understand. You just have to forget the things you're hearing of the world, and you got to read it for yourself, and you got to compare and make the parables yourself and things, right? Because the church has suffered the falling away. They don't have any truth. They can't speak truth. They don't even know what it is, okay? And they certainly don't seek for it, because they're all built up on pride. They all think they're right. They all think the denomination down the street is wrong. Rather than getting together and figuring out what's right and wrong, they just point fingers and send everybody to hell, right? And that's where you get people just cursing people, right? When you're telling somebody that they believe in another Jesus, or you tell them that whatever, right? That is not the spirit of Jesus per se. All right. There is a time and place for that, but not every second of the day. That anytime somebody starts speaking something off the cuff or whatever. Okay. Today the Christians are so brainwashed, you can't even think outside. You can't even like ponder anything without being called a reprobate or whatever, that they got words coming out, okay? And then they either do that or they do the opposite, and they just accept all kinds of garbage and filth or whatever, right? And everybody knows that these people aren't supposed to be going to church, and those people aren't supposed to be going to church. So why are we starting small groups for them? Okay? I mean, it's all right there in front of y'all, but you just go for that tickling in the ear, right? There's no discernment, just living of the world. We'll end it there, folks.